Hi there, Leo. It's February 2025, and look at your chart right now. Does that look a little imbalanced to you? It actually is, because you've got all of these planets over here in the west. When you were born, here's the sign of Leo. The sun was somewhere in here, depending on the date you were born. But for all of those of you born under Leo, you have Pluto having just re-entered into this sign. We've been talking about that for a while. Mercury and the Sun also in this area, Sun being your ruler. So there's a strong focus on relationships throughout the month of February. And these are transformative influences. And especially here, from this 11th sector, on the 4th of February, Jupiter stops its retrograde motion and goes forward in direction. Jupiter has what we call a triangular aspect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 signs as a triangular aspect. Then on the 7th, it receives that energy of the moon, and that casts its influence on this marital, partnership, significant relationship sector. It's powerful. Jupiter's a very, very good planet for you. It's your creative planet. Being retrograde, it's like you've been digging deep for that creative spark. Often when the retrograde planet is having its interval, you're blocked. It's like you're blocked in terms of creativity, you're blocked in terms of relating to your partner and also your children if you're a parent, because this 5th house is your children, creativity. It's also one of the levels of the mind that is not often talked about. It's the spiritual mind, as opposed to this 9th sector, which is the teacher or the philosophy itself. But this is the intuitive mind, the creative mind. And we can see these two things are strongly activated. Jupiter is aspecting this, and Venus, which is the career planet, moves into this higher spiritual modality on the 4th of February. So there's a lot happening in the first week for you, Leo. Then you've got Mercury moving into this 8th house. I haven't talked about the cluster, the traffic jam of planets there in this 8th house, because we talked about the 7th house being relationships, 8th house being the intimate connectivity you have with other people. It's how you share not only finance, because most astrologers know this 8th house to relate to finances. And of course, yeah, there is a financial aspect to this because Mercury rules this income sector. It's in the 8th sector of shared resources, banking, finance, superannuation, retirement, and investments to some extent. But it's also to do with sharing your energy, your time, your love, and your attention. And with all of these planets here, this, and of course there on the 19th, your ruler moves into that area. So this is going to be more pronounced when your ruling planet does its thing in this area as well. This is very deep. The 8th house has to do with untangling those complexes in your psychology, which are subtly undermining your relationships. Often we're not even conscious of it. That's why I'd call it subconscious. But through meditation, through the use of Venus, planet of identity as well, because this is the 10th ruler, not just career, but what you predominantly identify with as a being, that is strongly being influenced by the spiritual modality. Using this helps you to get underneath all of this stuff here. And obviously it's important because you've got the North Node here, which is the karmic point. You've got Saturn, another karmic planet. You've had Venus and Neptune here with Saturn. This is like a restructuring of your deeper emotional life, your emotional self. And with Mars in the 12th house, this is a meditative house. You'll notice that on the 24th, that planet, which was also retrograde, goes forward. That's the spiritual planet ruling Aries. And here it is in the another spiritual sector, 12th house, indicating the power of contemplation, self-analysis, psychological insights, and an impartial objectification of yourself, stepping back and looking at yourself in terms of, well, what am I contributing to the relationship, or what am I doing that is undermining my relationships? And this is not just your emotional relationships, Leo. This has to do with your career relationships, your business associations, your friendships. Every aspect of your friendships and social interaction is covered by this spiritual key. So pay attention to that, because I think you can make some incredible headway here. And notice that right on the last day of the month, the new moon. Now the new moon indeed shows a turning of the chapter, a whole new chapter in your life that's starting here. And it all begins with intimacy, the way you deal with your intimate life and relationships at that deeper level. There's more. Wait, we've got the steak knives at astrology.com.au. I'm serious. Seriously now, we've got the additional information on the month. We've got the weekly forecast, daily, the yearly forecast that I've done for you. And there's also now, we've just uploaded it, the Chinese Year of the Snake. If you know your Chinese zodiac sign, pop it over, follow the links, find out what's happening for you the rest of 2025. Don't forget to subscribe. Need your subscription, need your friendship. Love to hear from you too. If you want to have a personal reading, I'm here, ready, willing and able, and I'll see you again next month. Take care. Bye-bye.